Hello everybody, and welcome to another installment of me using all of my 𝗧𝙬𝘼𝙚𝙬𝙀 to make all of the furnishings so that I can look at them all and show you all of them. Is this 2 weeks late? It might be. Did 3.3 come out 2 weeks ago? It might have. Did I go on vacation for an extraordinarily long amount of time? Yes. Bestie used all of their PTO. But I'm back now. Let's go to my little companion. Oh, they got a lot of things to say to me, huh? Let's go to my little companion island real fast and put down some of this new furniture that we got so we can take a look at it all. Oh no. That's the wrong teleporter, I guess. That's for a different video. Let's quickly get rid of all of this disaster, whatever the hell's happening here, and I'm going to go through and put down everything that I have crafted for us. They've added this new gate. As we all know, we have already had these like desert walls and things, but we never had a gate. So they made a gate for this, so now we can actually make a walk-throughable area, which is nice. Sadly though, they have not given us a desert realm style. This looks a little silly on top of the beautiful lush grass. You can sync the desert landforms. I've done that in a previous build. If you want to check it out, I'll link it above. But yeah, until then, we just have this kind of dorky looking situation here. But the gate's really nice. It's nice and big. In fact, let's confirm how large it is. Oh, I was already here. LOL. Yeah, that's a big gate. Let's go. Now, we also got 2 more courtyard components. We've got... Oh, this is a very large gate as well. This is beautiful. We have like a little leaf, maybe Aranara themed. What is this called? Domed Gate Forest Tune. There's a bug. Get out of my room. So we have that one, and then we also have a gate component, or like a wall component, I mean. I'm not really sure that this works perfectly well with this. It kind of cuts off the flowers, so I don't really know what they were going with this. Maybe it's supposed to be the other way. Yeah, it's kind of funky either way. If you want it to be truly cut off, like truly filled in, I don't like this whole situation happening here. So this is kind of weird to me, but you know, it is what it is. Maybe it's intended to be this way. I'm trying to be a Genshin furniture apologizer. Yeah, nah, this don't go together, but you know, it's pretty. I will definitely be using this in another build. I kind of want to redo my sunken build. I did like an Aranara themed sunken build. It was like underwater. It was for planting all of my plants, which I never have to do ever again in my entire life because I got the achievements. What? So these are our 3 new gate components that we have. So we also have some new Sumeru buildings. So I'm pretty sure it's just these 3. So there's this one, which I think is the... Disappointingly, I think it's the same model as this one. Oh, it is, except for it's got a booby. It's pretty much the exact same, maybe a tiny bit tall. It's just scaled up. This is so lazy. It's scaled up by like 8% and then added a booby. Okay, well, so anyway, there's this one. Is it kind of cool? Yeah, it's kind of cool. Got little rugs, tapestry, whatever this is, type of situation. It looks cool, looks fine. I think it's lazy that there's not a lot of difference between these other buildings here, because when you look at here's a little bit of me bitching. If you look at like the Mondstadt buildings, these are all completely different shapes, and like they might share textures, but it's the shape that matters, because when you're building like a town, it's important to me at least that there's like variation in the shape of things and the angle of things, and you can really do that with Mondstadt buildings, and I think that's why people love the Mondstadt buildings and find so much versatility with them. Look at this, it's like got an angle. I mean, it's great. This is so cool. There's so much. Look at the variation in shape and just density. The void areas are completely different per building, and then you've got like, if you put these 2 Sumeru buildings together, it's just the same build. It's the same thing, you know? So there's not really a lot that you can do. And then, you know, here's another one, and like it's got the same, this is literally the same too. It's got the same roof shape. This is kind of disappointing. Anyway, this is a cool building though, because it does have this like long channel area. What is this, like a cathedral, or I don't know what it is. I don't know what the intention is here. The windows are really cool. Oh, they all have the same windows. So again, Not really a lot of variation with the buildings here. IMO kind of lazy, but you know, we do be playing Genshin Impact, so can't really expect a lot. So I'm gonna leave that there. Here's another one of our new buildings. As you can see, they're the same height. They're the exact same height, the exact same shape. They both have the same top part. The only difference with this one is that it has this thing coming out. They should have just made this thing coming out a separate building. But then in that case, it would have just been a long version of the... This is just not it. It's not it, besties. These suck. This one, on the other hand, is pretty cool. But again, same booby. Booby 1, booby 2, booby 3. Booby 1 equals booby 2 equals booby 3. They're all the same. There's no boob variation. And as we know, there's lots of different shapes of boobs out there. This is the weirdest video I've ever made. Anyway, this building is pretty sick though. This one is cool because it's got this, like, if we look at it from the top, it's got this kind of flower shape. It's like nice and symmetrical all the way around. Y'all can develop your own opinions on these buildings, but my opinion is these are too bland. My goal for most builds is to have enough diversity while also obviously keeping my load size down as much as possible by reusing the same items. So when you want to use basically one or two buildings, you need to have one or two buildings at minimum that are very different from each other so that you can create this like textural difference. And this is just not happening with these. And let's take a look at the load too. I wonder what the load for these is. I'll put it on the screen. We'll see if it's bad or good. So yeah, we've got those three are the new 3 Sumeru buildings. We've also got just a couple new trees, and we've got big tree, nice. And then we also have, oh, this is like a 𝗦𝘂𝗽𝙽 tree, I guess. We as teapot builders know these quite well because we have to run around and press the Z button like a nightmare, you know? I'm pressing Z in my sleep. I wish they had included maybe 2 of each, because the problem with when they add new trees is that unless there's like, again, this is the same concept I was talking about earlier, if there's not really a variation within these, it's kind of hard to work with them because you have to, let's say I want to add another one of these, well, I can't put it directly next to this like that. If I tilt it, it's basically the same thing still, and then if I rotate it, it's too symmetrical. This looks weird, unless you're doing like a perfectly symmetrical build. So I'm not a huge fan of this, and then the only solution for that really is to sync it. So let me sync it, because this will probably be the savior. Fast forward. Okay, so if you do something like that, this looks great, because now there's the variation of you've got this tall single line shape, and then we've got like a variation or like a break in that type of figure. Looks good, but they don't give us this little bush. You have to sync it yourself, which is like, honestly, it's cringe. This is the same top puff as this, I just sank it down. So on their end, how hard is it really to just chop this off and make it a separate furnishing? I would have been okay with it. It's better than me having to do this 30 times. Such is life. Genshin Impact, everyone. We're gonna move on to landscape. Scroll to the end. We have some new potted plants. Oh, sorry, you can't even see them because of my boobs. These are the new potted plants. But yeah, can we pause and take a moment here? I've complained about this before, but we have 4 potted plants here, right? We've got box plant, potted plant, box plant. Well, all of the potted plants would be here, right? No, they're not. There's a potted plant section over here too. Why are they here? Anyway, okay, so we've got tiny baby plant and we've got a new kind of box plant. These are pretty cute. Nothing special about them. Thus far, it is the largest box plant, windowsill kind of plant so far for Teapot. Now, we also have in landscape, we've got a little instrument and another little instrument. But these are both very cute. I mean, once again, it's the same model, just recolored. We also have a notice board. Now, the last thing that we have is a umbrella, which is awesome, and I love it. For anyone who doesn't know, there's only one other umbrella. Wait, there might be another one. So it's nice to have an umbrella that is not 𝗧 themed, although technically this is still 𝗧 themed because it's green. It's red. I know my colors. The last thing that we have is a table, which is arguably not even a table, and hold on, wait a minute. Hold the up. Hold the phone. Hold your horse. Put your horse in your arms. Embrace him. Okay, it's not the same. I got really upset there for a second because I was pretty sure that this was like here. Little distraction there. It's a cool little table. You know what? Wait a minute. I have an idea. Let's see if we can sync this. No! It was so close to being a perfect rug. Well, that's potentially a fun little thing. It's also only half a rug. So syncing it, I guess, gives you a rug with a hole in it. Just, you know, arguably sometimes we want that. So yeah, that's it for outside furniture. There's really not that much, but there is a little bit of furniture that's going to be for interior, so let's go ahead and check that out real fast. By the way, if you don't already, you should follow me on Twitch. I stream every Tuesday and Thursday at 7:30 p.m. EST. I play whatever the hell I want to play, and if you show up, you can hit me with a pipe like this. It's totally worth it. You should stop by. But let's continue on and check out the interior furniture now. Here's my hot take. Interior builds are not fun. Nobody's going inside of your house to take a look at it. There's no motivation to do that. The only reason why anyone would go in your house is if you're deliberately like, please, please look at my house, please. I ain't doing that. I'm not a desperate. As far as tables go, we've got this new table. Cool new table, you know. Woo! You always love to see a new table. In the small furnishings section, none of this is new. The only new thing that we have is this little box. Yeah, it's like a little chest, which is cute. I like it. Ornaments, we have a couple new things. We've got this lamp, which is called Light of the Land of Wisdom. If you don't know, this was supposed to only be available for Battle Pass, but somewhere along the line, Genshin Impact up and made this item available to everyone, and you could buy it from 𝗬𝗲. So if you did buy Battle Pass, which I know someone commented about this before, you will actually be compensated by getting this like crane. It's like a Port Ormos crane as a replacement for this, since this is technically available to everyone because they majorly up. We also have this amidst bitter aromas. For anyone that doesn't know, there are a lot of things that are shaped like this. It could be an oil lamp or like an incense burner. It could be a teapot. It could be a watering can. It could be a 𝗬𝙗. We don't know. Let me put down another table. I crafted this secretly behind your backs. We have this little vial thing, which I love. I absolutely adore it. And then we also have this little imprinted plant thing. It could be a plant growing, it could be a plant cutting, propagation, who knows? It's very cute, and it's got a nice little glowy effect on it as well. There's actually a couple of new little things that we have for us teapot people as well. So let's go ahead and discuss those really fast. Now, like I mentioned before, we have this lamp. What they're doing is they're going to give this crane to anyone who did buy the Battle Pass this month as compensation for everyone being able to purchase the lamp that was supposed to be exclusive. So also, we have a new Crystalfly, technically, that's been added to 𝗬𝗲, the weekend salesman. Like I said, I've been on vacation, so I haven't had a chance to buy it myself. I'll put an image of it on the screen right now. It looks like this. It's very pretty, very 𝗂𝗂𝗧 per se. I would love to do like an ocean build with this and put a bunch of these scattered all over the place. So I'm super excited to be able to buy those. And then the last thing that we got is actually a quality of life thing for us. They did something quality of life for us, you guys. They care. They put a search bar in. So now we can search up lamp, and it gives you every single lamp available. Given it has to have, I think it goes based off of the title, so it has to have the word lamp in it, which is kind of unfortunate. I wish they had some type of tagging system. Let's see if I can say plant. But as we know, there's more plants than just these that actually do go inside of the house. There's all of this. You get the sentiment. It's not a search system based off of tagging. It's a search system based off of the name. But that will be nice for anybody who's trying to copy a build and is like, where's that thing that I need? You know, I need the table. I need that table. What? Okay, here we go. This is the fault in the search system. The two options for table are not table. You get my point. You can search the exact name of something and it'll come up. We did get a search bar, so that's nice. Those are the 3 additional things that I would assume haven't been talked about, because those were like in the patch notes and they were not explicitly talked about, I don't think. I wouldn't know because I don't watch the special program, because I don't have mental damage. That'll do it for this video. If you guys watched all the way through to the end, make sure to comment what your favorite update is / what your favorite new furniture piece is, even though there's only 25 new ones this time around. But yeah, I hope you enjoyed. Have a good day. Stop shrimping in your chair and drink some water. You filthy son of a...